at the beginning of the workout, I just like to do maybe like 3 or 4 minutes of cardio. Um, I like the bike over the treadmill, but it's just a warm up, so 3 to 4 minutes is good enough. So after I warm up, then I like to go into stretching, and stretching helps a lot with like making sure you don't strain your muscles, and you don't really have to do anything too crazy, just basic stretching. And as you get into stretching, it's okay if like you're not as flexible as you would like to be, because it took me a year really to be able to get this flexible, but I've been doing these same stretches for a year. So the more and more practice you do and every day that you stretch, you'll get better at it. So after I finish my stretching, I like to start my activation routines. These are very helpful in like making sure your glutes are ready to be worked on. But right now I'm doing curtsy lunges. So they're basically like regular lunges, but instead of stepping back, you step out to the side. And I just do like maybe 10 to 12. 10 is okay if you're starting out. But yeah, just step to the side and just do it slow so you don't like lose your balance. Okay, so once you finish those, then you want to start with pulsing lunges, and these are lunges as well, but instead of like stepping back each time, you kind of get in the position and you just go down and then you go up. And yeah, for these two, just go slow. With all of the activations, especially like lunges, you want to go slow, because if you go too fast, you're gonna like mess up. So always make sure you do 10 on each leg. So I did my right leg, well, I did my left leg first. Now I'm doing 10 on the right leg. So once you finish those, then you do glute bridges. These help a lot. Um, yeah, they're really a good activation. I like them. So basically, after you do your glute bridges, then you'll start again. So you do your curtsy lunges, do 10. Then you do your pulsing lunges, do 10. And then you do glute bridges, do 10. And then rest for like a minute. And then go back into doing the curtsy, then the pulses, and then this. And if you do this a good 2 to 3 times, then you're pretty much done with your activation. So now we're going to move on to the weighted part, like using actual machines. This machine is actually an upper body machine, but there's a lower body workout that you can do on it. So we basically just start with whichever leg you feel comfortable with. I'm starting with my right leg, and the key to this, always push through your heel. If you push through your heel, I promise you, you will feel it in your butt. But yeah, slow and controlled movements are the best. Don't worry about like how fast to go, because you really want to make sure like your muscle is being worked out. So do 10, like I said, do 10 on your right leg, then switch to your left leg, do 10 on those, and then rest for like 30 seconds to a minute, go up a weight, and then repeat the same 10 reps. Okay, so for the next workout after this is honestly my number one booty workout machine. I love it, but make sure it says hip abduction and not adduction, because the adduction one I think works like your quads or something. But for this one, I see a lot of people, they like either like standing up or just doing some weird movement. You don't have to do that. Literally sit down and just push your legs out and then let them come in slowly. And make sure you're doing them slowly so you like really feel the burn. But yeah, so start at a weight that you're comfortable at. So if you're at 100, do 10 reps on 100. And then once you finish those 10 reps, move the weight up, go up like maybe 2 weights, well, decrease by 2 weights, and then do 10 more. And basically you want to keep decreasing until you get to maybe like the second to lightest weight. And then when you do get to the second to lightest weight, instead of doing 10 reps, you basically just go until you can't go anymore. And for your last set, so basically once you do it like maybe 2 or 3 times, on your third time, add a resistance band. I added a light one just because I didn't want to add like a heavy one and it popper me, but add a light one and continue with the same thing. So now I'm moving on to the seated leg press machine. For this one to specifically work your glutes, have your feet at a wide stance basically. And then in this first clip that I'm showing you, don't do this. You see how my legs are going straight flat out? Don't do that. If you do that, you're gonna mess yourself up and you're gonna have a lot of knee problems. So as you see now, when I'm pushing back, I'm basically having my knees bent. So I'm not pushing all the way to where my legs are flat. It sounds confusing, but once you actually do the workout, you'll understand more. But yeah, so have your feet at a wide stance so you can really feel it in your glutes, and don't lock your knees. And I do maybe 10 to 12 reps again. It's really 10 to 12 reps for each exercise. But yeah. Okay, so for the next workout, these are called cable kickbacks. These are my favorite. I like to do these before I go on the squat machine. And this heel attachment is really the most annoying thing because it'll slip and slide. Most gyms have a heel strap or an ankle strap that's more secure, but this particular gym doesn't have it. But I kind of slid it around my heel just so it would stay. So you can do that too if you don't have another attachment. But for cable kickbacks, you literally just kick back. Try to kick up as high as you can, but you don't want to strain your back. So don't like try to kick up high to the sky. Just literally kick and then bring it in slowly and then kick out again. And for the weight, you don't need any like heavy weight. I have 7 pounds, and 7 pounds is already kind of like a lot. Once you do the exercise, you'll see like lightweight is really the better way to go for this exercise. But I just do 10. I try to do 10. It's really hard. It looks easy, but it's kind of harder than it looks. Just do 10 on the right leg, then I switch to my left leg, do 10 on that. And then once I go to do 10 again, I go up just one weight. You don't need to go up anymore. Just go up one and repeat. Now we have reached the end of the workout. Isn't this so exciting? But this is a Smith machine. This honestly will be your best friend, so don't be intimidated, don't be scared. It's fine. So basically, try to have a bench under you because it helps a lot. And then if this is like your very first time and you're not really too comfortable with it, I would suggest just going in with no weights for your first rep. Just literally do the bar because you want to get comfortable and you want to know what you're doing. You don't want to like embarrass yourself. You don't want to just do the wrong thing. So literally just go on with the weight. So the reason I have this bench here actually, so when I'm going down, as soon as I feel the bench like touch the slightest bit of my cheek, that's how I know how to come up. And then when I do come up, I'm squeezing my glutes. Squeeze your glutes. This will literally give you the biggest butt ever. So go down, up, and squeeze. And then when you are going up, make sure you breathe out. So as I'm going down, I'm kind of holding it in, and then when I go up, I breathe out. This helps you like pace yourself. Okay, so once you get comfortable and you know how to squat properly, now you're ready to put some weight on there. I think I did 10 pounds, but best believe when I first started squatting, I had the tiny ass 5-pound plate. Like I said, you want to be comfortable. You don't want to do too much to where you just mess up and then you're just like, oh, what am I doing? So literally just start at a weight that you're comfortable. But I just added 10 pounds to each side, and then I like to do my squats with a resistance band just to have more burn. You don't need a resistance band, but they help a lot. And yeah, literally gonna do the same exact squats. And I like to do 4 sets, 3 to 4 sets, and make sure you're just breathing in, breathing out, squeezing, and oh yeah, 10 to 12 reps too, same thing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So hopefully you try this out and you enjoy it. And I would say just probably keep this in your routine 1 to 2 weeks. And as the weeks go on, just add more weight, add more reps, and I promise you, you will see a difference.